What the fuck is going on here? Holy shit. Alright, well, we're friggin', we gotta check the mails anywards, and the friggin' fuzz of the law department's friggin' acting all suspicious like. They're right over there. Can you daunt them? Oh shit, really friggin' son of a bitch record him. Really friggin' son of a bitch record. Cops and inwards, total bad news. They should freak off. Something where I poo. Oh shit, he's like eyeball cigarette in the program, man. Did you get him? Eyeball cigarette in the program. Maybe they're just going for lunch. Maybe they're just going for lunch and we're freaking out. Eh? Did you never thought of that?
Maybe.
Maybe, but anyways, we'll check the mail, sant what we got, and then we'll teach. The old lady just called and said friggin' right after we drove by, the cops friggin' like son of a bitch-earized went to the other cop, said something, and then was pointing back this, you know, towards our place or whatever, but I don't know what they're doing. They're right over here. What's he doing? Should we wave? He's waving. I don't know. Oh shit, who's that? It's by Love Billy? Yep. By Love Billy.
Talking over somebody's day.
Huh. What is really going on right now? Eh? Interesting. Interesting. Beg my pardon. Inwards, boys. Something's happening in inwards. Eh? Infiltration of the fuzz department of the law, big time. But I don't know. I don't know what they're daunting. Maybe they were just like, oh, that's that guy Pagwan over there or something. But it's tripping me right out. It's tripping me right out. Are they coming here?
Hi Chris, Kareem, Nada from County Lambton. We've talked before.
Okay.
I was here for some plumbing inspections,
Okay.
and we're just here today. We got a complaint, and we brought a copy of the complaint. And you've always said if I ever have any questions to come talk to you.
A complaint about what?
I'll show you. This is what we got.
Okay.
Okay. So what we'd like to do, our job is to see if there's any substantiation to this complaint. And that's why we come to you. You always said before, I had stopped by once before and we had chatted, and you always said if I ever have any concerns, just stop by. Initially, it's just Kelly and I that want to talk to you. The other people, because of this complaint has called a lot of agencies, okay, a lot of people. The complaint has called ESA.
Electrical Safety Authority.
They've called a lot of people. Yeah, and we find that with complaints, most times they're not substantiated. And that's why we want to come talk to you, if we could just go through some of these things.
What would you like to say?
They talked about a mezzanine back in your shop. Could we go
Like you wanna
have a
go-
look at the mezzanine in the commercial? We do have, we can't enter into dwellings, but we can enter into commercial properties without a warrant. But we want to work with you.
Right on.
And we'd like to know if you'd give us access to substantiate this complaint or not.
Well, I mean, what do you want? You just go around the back?
Yeah,
and-
can we meet around
Sure.
back and just go in? Is it all right if I just bring my structural engineer guy from my department with me? His name is Jeff Dale. He'll have a card. He'll identify himself. His only purpose there is to tell me whether it's structurally sound or not, or that's all it's for.
Sure.
It's up to you. It's your call. Okay. I'll go get him.
So I'll meet you around at the back door
Sure,
then?
Chris.
All right.
thanks. Jeff just told me around the corner. Here, I want to give you that too. That's our business cards, just so you've got them. And this is Jeff Dale, who I told you is the structural engineer.
Not too bad.
And he's just here for the purpose of the mezzanine. Did you just build this?
Yeah.
And that's a lot of time our purpose when we come here, people don't realize they need permits or certain approvals. We're not here to lay fines, put orders on, we're here to work with you. That's our main goal. So we got the complaint, we have to come out on this. Thank you for letting us in, we appreciate that. And it's a mezzanine.
Big shelf, I call it. But I tried to accommodate to the regulations of, we drilled a hole and epoxied it into the floor with a metal. There's a piece of.
Turn on my flashlight here.
Yeah, sort of. We put that, like there's like a angle or what do you call it, rebar going into the concrete.
Yep, double it.
Hydraulic cemented that and joist hangers and I could only fit so many bolts or legs in here, so we put this because there's only a post every so width. There's another one over there and another one over there, but when we try to carry the load, you only got what you got. I didn't want to put like legs and stuff in here, but just because the floor moves up and down, it's a pole bar, right? The post there, so you don't want to anchor this to the to the concrete floor at all, right? So it's all hanging off of the post because the building doesn't move, the floor moves up and down, right? So that was my idea behind that, anyways. Just if I put this all the way to the ground, when the floor heaves, it's going to cause problems. It's going to try to shove this whole pole up, or post up, right? So that was because it does the floor. You can see over there. I got my garage door installed in the winter, and floor all sunk
Pole
down.
barns move up and down pretty good. And what do we got up there?
Careful.
So it's just light sort, tires are probably the heaviest thing up here, or?
Yeah, it's just the idea was to put all my my stuff up there, but all that did was make me have way less room for my shit now. Yeah. I got my small stuff up there, but I don't know what happened, but I can't work in here like this.
Just a couple quick things that I
Sure.
would see is, obviously we could restrict it to light storage loading, which it really is. This double beam here looks a touch light. I haven't obviously run any span calcs or anything like that on it, but it looks a touch light.
The one thing that I was going to do is use this as a permanent and then block it up in here, just because this thing is way better than a telescopic pole, really. It's way more substantial.
For sure. And that would spread out your load on the floor too, so if you could do that, that would be fine. That would get rid of the concern with that. We probably should figure out a little bit something.
Like it's got three,
yeah.
It's got 25 nails and screws in there, plus those 3 legs, plus
So
this
what
is
do we got on the opposite? This is
it's a 6x6 post, right?
Okay. So you just use this basically?
I
as
just
a
didn't want to
hanger
go all the way to the floor because of the
No.
floor
Yeah.
moves, right? So, I mean, I could put another chunk on there or do whatever, or put an angle piece or whatever, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, clearly, but.
Without looking at it, I would probably want a little bit more bearing for this, because you really are just
On the edge.
on the edge. I mean, this is nailed, either that or clip this together, you know what I mean? So that this is tied to, I mean, you've got the 25 nails, but that's for the joists, not for that. And then if you could do a little deep brace like you've done over there, that would help that for sure.
So just like sort of a chunk like on that?
Yeah, same idea that you've done
Triangle
over
here.
here. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, great, thank you. So you will require a building permit for that. I can help you
For
through.
this?
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but we can work through that process. So you'll need that other post in the center, and you'll need the other, the angle pieces,
The
the
knee
more,
brace.
so knee braces there for you to have the extra support
Right.
that you need. But we can work through that process together, okay?
Yeah.
I can bring out an application, you can give me a call, let me know when you're available, and I'll bring out an application and I'll help you through the process.
Right.
Okay, all right. There was a couple of other concerns, but those are other agencies. Now, I'm gonna be upfront with you who's over there. ESA was called, not by me, ESA was called. College of Trades is over there. Electrical Safety Authority, I'm sorry. Electrical Safety Authority is over there. Has some concerns with the electrical because of this complaint that was forwarded to them. College and Trades has some concerns.
What's that?
I think with some of the work that's going on here, making sure it's not being operated as a fabrication shop possibly. But I'll let them speak to that themselves directly. The other person that's over there is the fire prevention officer who inspects all commercial properties. They're gonna come over and talk to you separate from me. Okay, so I just wanted to make you aware, I'll have them come to your front door and I'll allow you to address them from the front door. And you can decide. Pardon?
Are the cops coming in too?
Well, they might stand outside the door for keep the peace. I'll be here though, if you have any other questions for me, I will stay here while we're going through the process if you have any other questions. And I'll allow you to address them separate. They have their own separate legislations. Mine's Building Code Act. You let me in, we see what you built.
So are they here now or?
Yeah, they're around over there, around the corner, because they don't have anything to do with our legislation. Therefore, there was no reason for them to come in when I came in. They're their own separate legislation, their own separate rules, and this complaint was forwarded to many people, not just our department, which was forwarded from the complaint. But I'll allow them to, you can address them each directly at your front door. I just didn't want all kinds of people coming to your front door all at once. That's very overwhelming. It's a lot of information for anybody, and it becomes rather confusing even for myself. So, okay? Okay? You address them at your front door. I'm not gonna have them come around to the shop. I'll allow them to address you folks the same way that where I come to knock, that's where they're gonna come see you. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, Chris,
Okay.
thanks again for your time.
Right on.
Give me a call about the permit, and we'll work through that process. Okay?
Right on.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, that's nice.
So we got like round two ready.
Mm-hmm.
So let's close this up. Now that they came in and got a good look at everything.
How are you?
What's going today?
Yep, Mark Cecil. Yeah, I'm an inspector with the Electrical Safety Authority.
Right on.
Yeah, so we had a complaint about electrical work going on in here.
Right on.
Yeah, just need to have a look. First of all,
We
there's
might
no.
have ran a wire or two.
Yeah, you're okay to have a look at it? Or
Sure,
Just,
sure.
no, I'm just.
These are the last ones we did right here.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put a light up there in accordance, but you know,
Yeah, yeah.
like I mean, I wasn't trying to
No, I
break
understand.
any rules or anything. I just,
Yeah.
you know, trying to fix the place and.
Yeah, I understand. My concern, I just want to make sure it's safe. You know, so no
Yeah,
getting-
for sure.
Yeah, anything happen and heaven forbid somebody burn up in a fire or something. You know.
Yeah, we don't
That
want
kind of
that.
thing. Yeah,
With the fire department we got around here, we don't want a fire.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Eh?
Yeah. So this is
Hi, Chris.
How you doing?
I'm Bob. Bob Wolsing, and this is Derek Gibson.
Chris.
How you doing?
We're
Hi,
inspectors
nice to
with
meet
the Ontario College of Trades
Okay.
out of the Enforcement and Compliance Unit. My card. So primarily what we'd like to know today is who did the electrical work, who was the person that actually performed it? And if you would have that information for us, that would be great.
I mean, mostly me, like, I mean, I just, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of it was here, and I mean, we just added on to, you know, because there was no lights in this room, so like, I just ran these wires or whatever to, you know.
Under the Ontario College of Trades and Apprenticeship Act of 2009, do you have a certificate of qualification or a registered training agreement or a provisional certificate that qualifies you to do electrical work in a residence or commercial industrial building? Which would be electrician, construction maintenance, or electrician, rural residential? You don't have any of those certifications?
I just run a wire, I didn't hook anything up or whatever, right, so.
All right, well, we'll let the electrical safety inspector have a look around and we'll chat afterwards.
Yeah.
Right on.
So if I could have a look just what you did, and then,
Oh,
so it's just this room and then I,
well, I mean, yeah, like, I mean, the wire just comes out right there,
okay.
and then.
And what's this
I
gonna
just-
be, a bedroom or?
Well, I mean, it's just gonna be a room, like that's gonna be an office, this
So
is,
are
you
you
know,
like
just
separate
friggin-
from them?
Yeah, yeah. And it just changes how I look at things,
Let
bedroom
them go
heats,
through and then
different
we'll
different
Yeah,
circuits,
for sure.
different breakers to protect
Yeah.
them.
You could
So that
set
panel is
outside.
live, is it?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. Is there a cover around for it somewhere, or?
yeah, it's right here.
So you really should get
Probably
that on.
put that on, eh?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Power down and you got the screws for it, or that's it, that's it.
Yeah, I think the screws are in it. We just,
Anybody sticks their hand in that, that's,
oh, yeah,
you know what I mean, yeah.
steer clear of it for the most
Yeah.
part. That's all electrical.
Need somebody to trip and
Yeah,
fall and
for
stick their
sure.
hand in it, you know what I mean?
For sure.
So the other one's feeding a panel in the back, is it?
Yeah, that,
100 amp one?
yeah, that was, you know, just an existing panel or whatever, right? So, I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of it was already here, it just wasn't, you know, that neat, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Had to clean a little bit of it up.
Yeah.
Chris, what wires did you run actually? Like, what was here before? What wires did you use?
Like, I mean, I put this in, that's just wired to the, front there, and, no, this is just right here. I didn't touch anything with the fuse box.
You're just running the wire.
Yeah. Yeah, like I didn't hook
Okay,
anything up
okay.
yet or whatever, like everything that was
Okay.
sort of.
Now, Chris, you said you mostly did the work. Was there any other individuals that assisted with the electrical work?
Like, I mean, hold the ladder, you know, this and that,
Okay.
you know, sort of
Okay,
thing, but I
yep.
mean, it was my operations,
Okay.
nobody else sort of, you know, it wasn't like I hired somebody to come here and do that or
Okay.
anything,
No
right?
contractors
No.
hired. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I just didn't
And that's the extent
realize
of it.
it was,
We've
that's,
seen the extent of the electrical work that you're working on then.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. Like, I mean, it's just basically these two rooms are the only ones that didn't have, you know, sort of power or whatever. So it's like, I mean, I just sort of, you know, it'd be nice to finish them off sooner or later. So.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Understandable. Yep. So, I mean, by rights, you owning the place, you can do all the electrical work you want, but you do have to file a permit.
Mhm,
Yeah.
right
and,
on.
and look at it. You know,
Okay.
have it inspected before it's covered, kind of thing.
Right on, yeah.
Yeah. So, there's my card too. If you need to
Okay.
contact our call center, it's on the back.
Right on.
Yeah. And you haven't really covered anything, so it's not a huge deal right now.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Now, and now, what about the back?
What about
Anything
it?
else in the back?
It was already done, like
Yeah.
it was pre-existing.
Was it? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Was there a hoist back there? That's fairly new, I think, isn't it?
No, I put the hoist in.
Yeah.
The unihoist for lifting up vehicles?
Mm-hmm.
It's just for hobby type purposes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
But
I
it
don't
was
have
wired
any-
too, right?
I don't
So-
have, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have customers or anything
Yeah.
like that. I just
Mhm.
work on my own.
But if it
shit.
was wired to it, would be, or it needs a permit before it's even used. It should be looked at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
So are you doing your own automotive service repairs in the back, like brakes, suspensions, anything like that, or are you just a hobbyist that's...
Yeah, I just do hobby. Like, I don't have customers ever. Like, I don't do anybody else's vehicles or anything ever. So.
All right, okay. Well, we'll be in touch. We're satisfied with what he's spoken to.
Do we want to take a walk through the back?
I think if he wants us, if he allows us, we'd like to take a look at the shop just quickly to see
Just
what we
have a quick gander.
Yeah.
Yes, please. We appreciate it.
Just don't pull this door.
Coming through?
Yep.
How are you?
And that's where the other end of that wire is from.
Oh, yeah.
I figured I was gonna need something to hold this wire across there or whatever, but.
Yeah.
We're just looking at small engine repair, running lawnmower type of activity. It looks like you're performing in the shop here.
No, I build things.
You build,
I don't fix engines or anything.
Okay.
I don't have customers. I build things. I drive them around over the back area. I like lawnmowers and stuff, so.
oh, great, thank you for allowing me access.
Yeah, I'm satisfied there. We can in touch with them if we need to do at a later date. Okay, appreciate your cooperation.
Am I in trouble?
Not that we can see at this point.
No,
We have to review all the information.
we're going to take a look at all the information. If you get an opportunity to look at the Ontario College of Trades and Apprenticeship Act, and that'll give you an idea. All the legislation's listed on there. All right, and
See, primarily, Chris, so that you understand, if you're doing any compulsory trade work in the province, you require those certificates I mentioned earlier. So if you're performing automotive service technician work, brakes, suspensions, that type of thing on motorized vehicles that are valid in the province of Ontario, then you require what's called a 310S automotive service technician license. When you're doing electrical in a commercial building, it's construction maintenance electrician, or if it's a residence, then it's rural residential, so it's 309C. And you have to have a valid license to do that, journey person, or unless you're working on a journey person as an apprentice. That's primarily our concern.
But I can do like the rough in and then have like somebody else and then have it inspected?
It
or
has to
what?
be done by a licensed professional, someone that holds a valid certificate of qualification in the province.
You need to do automotive repairs, or what are you talking about?
For the electrical, you said you were running the electrical?
Yeah, he said that. He said that I could, because I'm the owner of the building, that I could run the wires, but I'm there inspected.
Well, for the electrical safety authority, they can speak highly on that. For the permits that are issued for doing it, this address requires certain permits to do it. We're actually looking at the actual individual who's performing the work. Like on your one video, you have a gentleman that's doing the electrical work. That isn't you,
Yeah.
so we wanted to know who he was.
Okay.
Do you know who that gentleman was that was doing the electrical work?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Because you told us you just refund the wires and you haven't connected them. Okay.
Makes up for it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's obviously.
Stuff that falls under industrial commercial. Okay.
So is it bad?
Well, we wanna review everything in its entirety because this building, whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, see the purposes it defines that, so we'll do that. And if we have any more questions, we'll give you a call first.
Yeah.
If you could take us down.
Do you have a phone number so we can get in touch with you?
So we'd sooner give you a call ahead of time if we want to speak to you further and let you know that we're coming.
So we'll be in touch, Chris. Okay.
And we'll call ahead of time, that way you know that we're coming and we want to discuss with you further as to how we can achieve compliance or apply legislation to see the regulations apply to it, explain and educate you further on that if we need to be. We'll go from there.
Yeah, I'm not, I wasn't trying to like do anything wrong or anything, I certainly
Yeah,
don't
that's
want anybody into trouble, but.
That's taken into consideration.
I mean,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, if I gotta get permits, I gotta get permits, I just wasn't, I mean, it's not like I was, obviously, if I'm putting the shit on YouTube, I wasn't like, oh, hey, look at all the illegal shit stuff I'm doing, right? So, obviously, it's a problem, because I'm gonna get up and do the guys in my place.
So, I'm satisfied.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
We have to,
So, Before I go, can I see that panel cover? I need to see that panel cover installed, just so.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna
You got
connect
screwdriver
some, any door here, or we're just.
Yeah,
gonna
that
go back?
door's
Okay.
outside. Or
That's great, thanks again, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Just go around the trailer and go back on the back.
Because that would be considered an immediate electrical hazard, right? Best case, what is this one here? Is that a temporary one?
What's this?
This one that's just not through a hole? This one?
Yeah, I mean, that's, I guess just didn't get, just didn't get it. Yeah, it's just, like one of the circuits or whatever is just
Can
not.
we just shut it off and peel it out and then,
Stab
because
it
you won't be
back
able to
in
put the cover on with that in there, right? Until you get a connector.
there.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you mind if I just do that now?
Yeah, if you want to.
Like, I mean, I could put a connector in and all that shit, or am I not qualified?
Well, I'd rather see the hazard eliminated. Now to do it safely too, you should kill the power of the main if you can.
What if I just don't touch anything?
Well, if you did happen to touch something with the cover, there's the available fault current. There could be an arc flash and blow you to the other side.
Yeah,
and I
I
have
mean-
seen it happen. You know, for what it takes, just shut that main off for 2 seconds and throw the cover on.
I'll have to shut off my computers and
Yeah.
stuff then.
Your flashlight's a wee bit bigger than mine.
Figure one wouldn't hurt.
Now, see, the other problem is these 2 cables here. That, you know how there's 2 covers for that panel?
Yeah.
That top one is the main one where you're not supposed to go in that area because it's live from the road. So those aren't even supposed to be in that area.
So I'm gonna have to modify the cover.
Yeah, the cover probably won't go on now, unfortunately.
Let me see that a little bit there. For fuck's sakes. I don't have any power. I have to turn that back on. It's alright now, eh?
What do you do with that?
Well, I'll just cut a piece of that off.
I'll be honest with you, you really shouldn't even be working in that top part. Like, this is borderline. You need to have the power shut off to get those out of there safely.
Well, no, I'm not gonna take anything out of there. I'm just gonna put this back on, but I gotta cut a piece of this off so that it'll go on there, right? Because
Yeah.
the wires are here, so I'll just cut a piece of that off and put some.
If that cuts into that wire, though, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'll put some tape or something
Can
on
we
it.
shut those off, the ones that are going in the back? Well, so when you put it on, you don't cut into them and they blow up when you turn it on, you know what I mean? If you cut that and it's sharp, and it cuts into the wire, because this is wrong right now.
No,
He's
I
got to come out,
understand.
basically.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. But yeah, I just won't do it so that it cuts in though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I understand what you're saying. Like I'll cut it back to over here, and then I'll put some taper on the edge so it's
Yeah.
like it's not sharp and
Yeah,
stuff.
if you can cut it right back.
Yeah, I'll just listen up. But right now I gotta turn this on so as I can use my angle grinder.
I understand that.
Right? So like the only thing we did was undid that and run it through the thing, right? So it's over here.
Yeah.
It's not touching anything.
Sure.
Turn it on.
Yeah. Don't have much to it
Yeah.
at this point.
So
So I guess here's where if you had a permit when this was installed, we would have said, no, that can't go in there, it has to go in the bottom, you know.
yeah, no, I understand. I mean, I called a guy and he was supposed to come and just never did. And it's one of those things. I got 7,000 things to do.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I'll tell you what, I'll leave it with you. I'm just gonna step outside, just let me know when it's done, I'll just sit here, work over your back, so I know I keep working.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah. to do this work, but I have to do it before they leave. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I don't think right. Sometimes my thinking antler's broken. Sticking a screwdriver in a livestock box. Oh, that's fucking beautiful. I need to fucking... Somebody just torqued it in there with the guy. Safe. Come on in.
All right.
Holy, was that ever fight me? My goodness. Oh, sweet mother cigarette.
The disco was all in that.
Well, I mean, it just wasn't going to cooperate. My drill was too long to get this, to get onto the guys in here. I had to go get a different bit. Of course, I couldn't find the short one.
Clear quick.
Holy.
Okay.
Almost got electronicuted 2 times, probably.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, that was me. I make funny videos. That's
Yeah,
what I'm about. I apologize. If
No, I'm glad you understand my concerns.
Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah.
for sure, but yeah, like the plan we were gonna get is, I just was like, getting stuff done. This
Yeah.
and that. It's not like
Sure,
I was,
yeah.
trying to piss anybody off or anything, but.
Yeah. No, I understand totally. And I mean, I'm just here. I'm just worried about your safety. That's
So
all.
what is the what do we got? Like, do I got a certain amount of time, or I just can't do anything else, or what?
I just send you something in the mail saying permits required.
So how do I get a permit?
The number's on the back. Just call. Just take it out. Yeah. Just call the 1-877 number on the back of that card. They'll walk you through it.
Right on.
Yeah.
Is
And
it-
I mean, I've
is it
seen
a
that.
big-
There's no concerns. What I see, it's all done right. Maybe a little stapling issues.
Oh yeah, I mean staple here, staple there,
Yeah.
here, staple there, staple.
Yeah.
And that's the thing over here too. I just fired these in here. Like, they didn't put any staples in it or anything yet or nothing.
What's going in? Drop ceiling.
No, it's just going to be the same as out there. We're just going to strap the ceiling
Strap
with the
in
2
drywall,
extrudes and drywall or plywood or whatever it happens to be. But
Yeah.
like in this, the plywood's coming off the walls on that side. So this side's going to be screwed onto the guy. It's just rough, though, rough, not hooked up.
So this is going to be a wall. Is that why that's hanging? Or is it?
This
that's
is
one
plug
on
for the other side, right? So it's got plywood on there. We're going to take that up, build ramps out of it. Sure. Big jumps out the back.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
Did you ever saw
Sure,
those?
I've seen a few.
Oh, I apologize. Well,
Yeah.
frig sack, can you give me a little bit of an easy go?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not giving you a hard time.
Oh, okay,
No,
right
no,
on.
no,
We're good.
no,
We're
no,
good.
no,
Apologize.
as long as you file the permit and everything's safe, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
No, we want to be
Yeah.
safe, right? We don't want to have to get the drunken Inwood fire dicks to have to come butt out our electrical fire. That's for sure.
Well, there you go.
right?
That's what I'm concerned about. But I mean, the big thing, those wires coming in the top, you'll have to get them rerouted somehow.
Which ones?
The 2 big ones coming in the top,
Okay.
they're feeding your sub panels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta get a new panel anyway, right? Like,
Well,
I gotta get a proper panel that's got enough chooch
Enough
to.
room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that thing's.
Because like I mean the one is like coming off of the bottom where it's supposed to be like 15s and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
you don't have enough room to stick those big
Yeah,
cables.
the big
in. So-
dirty ones.
I
on
mean,
the
you can
top.
get a good 100 amp, 200 amp panel for $100.
Yeah.
You get a contractor that knows what he's doing. If he's one of our premium guys, he can take care of it all himself, shut it off.
So
Turn it,
What
new
if
panel in, a couple hours, and
what
you're
if
done.
what if I got the power shut off and I did it
Yeah,
and
you
then
can do
you
it
came
yourself.
to
Yeah.
you came to inspect it?
The only problem with that, you have to do it a day I'm in the area, which is Thursday, I think it is.
But this guy says I can't.
And that's between you and him. And I think it depends if this is residential, you're allowed. If it's commercial, you're not.
Well, it's a commercial building,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's where our rules say you can, his say you can't. So it's
Yeah.
that's between you and him, I guess. But
I didn't mean to point fingers out there.
No,
I
no,
thought
I
you guys
understand.
were like all together,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I said, well, he said this, he said that, because I
I
get
know.
confused, right? If
Yeah.
I can and I can't, this and that.
Yeah.
You say I can, and then I do, and then he tells me, holy fuck, you're a goof.
yeah.
Now you're in big shit or something. you know what I mean?
They're a new organization, and it's still kind of we're learning their rules too. And they have their rules that I don't even know. I
Right.
just know ours. As long as you have a permit, you can do the work that your buddies can't. Under the license, you have to be a
Okay,
licensed
right.
electrical contractor
Alright.
to do work at somebody else's place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only ones we have.
Are they mad because I won't rat out my buddy?
No.
Like, I mean, I can't.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I can't think you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did it myself.
Well, we
I'll
see a
take the
video of a
blame.
guy.
I take the blame.
Yeah.
I was wearing a mask in the
Yeah.
minute ago.
Yeah. There's a video of a guy. It looks like he's doing electrical work. Is he stapling?
It
Is
was
he
it
putting
was
stuff
acting
behind?
for my movie.
Yeah.
You know, it was
Yeah.
acting for my movie. I have actors come over and they pretend they did stuff for me,
Yeah.
but really I did it.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand. So my job is just figure out who's doing it. If it's you and it's done right, then, you know, it's safe, that's all I'm
We're
working
good.
with.
So
It's-
I won't call them,
Yeah.
I'll call you.
The number on the back, file a permit for the little bit of stuff, whatever, 10, 20 outlets, the hoist, you know. You have to do a little supporting on that hoist wire.
Yeah, I figured, you know what I mean? Like I gotta build a railing and some shit,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
11 things at a time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's 11
Yeah.
things at a time. Look at this
Yeah.
fucking place. I mean, it's a
Yeah, yeah.
full-time job,
Yeah.
just living here for fuck's sakes, right?
Yeah.
So.
So those wires on the top though, that'll be the hardest one really, because you'll have to, you know, if you're gonna upgrade the service.
Yeah, like then I gotta pay like money to get, because they'll have to disconnect it at the.
Well, I don't think Hydro Run charges for that. You're allowed one disconnect a year or something like
Oh
that.
yeah? So we can just like
Yeah, so
party?
you call them, set it up with them, they'll come cut it off in the morning, you throw everything in, then I come look at it in the afternoon,
Right
and
on.
if we're good to go, turn it back on.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Right on.
It'd be, not a whole lot to it, but yeah, and then you eliminate that hazard of those, and the problem with those cables in there, like those wires on the top coming from the road, they're fused at whatever they are, Bruce Nuclear, like, you know, if you shorted something out in there, it's kabang, right?
Yeah, like you're going to the hospital.
Yeah, you're not tripping a breaker,
Yeah,
you're
in a dustbin.
on fire, yeah,
Yeah.
it's kinda scary stuff, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was even if you putting that cover on, because it's, you know, last thing I want to see is you getting.
Oh no,
shot
I
trying to put a
understand,
cover
you know,
on,
like
yeah.
I've done some pretty sketchy
But the
shit
same
in my
thing,
day.
you know, you trip on a 2x4 and you do
Oh,
one of
yeah,
those
I
and your
know.
hands in the
Well,
mid. Yeah,
I apologize.
yeah, no
Right on.
Yeah,
So you're
okay.
not mad at me?
worries. I'm not mad at you.
Right on.
Never mad at
Right
you.
on, okay. Thank you.
All right.
Have a
So
good
he's
one.
a fire inspector now.
Okay. So you're the fire inspector? I am. Okay, how's it going?
Yeah, he's gonna explain to you.
Are you coming in?
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, how come?
He'll show you here.
So this is our part four, or part four for inspections, part six, I'm sorry. So I'm an assistant to the fire marshal. So what it says on my inspections, that I may enter without a warrant, enter and inspect land and premises for the purpose of assessing fire safety. I have the right to enter, but at all reasonable times, this would be a reasonable time.
Mm-hmm.
Inspector who enters may take with him or a police officer or any other such person.
Am I threatening?
No.
I'm not threatening?
Nope. I just need, before we go further, your phone number.
Uh-oh.
I can reach
Are you
at.
calling me?
Cell phone.
It's 519?
Yep, it's just a fire safety inspection
Right on.
report.
What all does it involve? You're gonna show me?
Yep. If there's any problems, I'll just write them up here.
Okay, right on.
You have usually, I think 30 days. You have until that time. So one of the things I'm gonna be looking for is, because you are sleeping here, is smoke alarms, CO detector. What do you heat with here?
Wood.
Wood, so you have to have a CO detector. Uses carbon monoxide.
Right
We do have one, I don't know if it's like the duo thing or if
Dual
it's just
purpose?
a smoke detector or not.
Yep.
The lady came by with a pamphlet, so it's like on the calendar to get done, so.
Okay.
And the
if you
wood
don't-
stove and everything was all.
Now, if it's
installed,
smoke
right?
alarms, you're gonna have to get them in right away. It's not 30 days for smoke alarms, right?
Yeah, we got smoke alarm.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So, this is just
Storage room. This here goes bedroom.
There's dogs in there, just,
Are they in the cage?
yeah, they are in the cage.
Yeah. Scary.
Scare cam.
Check, pug dogs. But they, you know, who are you in my room?
normally what we ask for a smoke,
Oh, careful.
smoke alarm outside the sleeping area.
Alright, so like if we put one out here,
Somewhere here.
I'm gonna be quiet. Yeah.
Like how many are sitting on there? I mean, what it says in the code is 1 to 4.
so just one? Right on.
Per.
Is that a dual purpose one or?
Oh, that's, yeah, here. Okay. A little bit.
Okay, so that's working. If you have a ladder and you put that up right now, won't have to put in the book.
It's just a possibility, that's all.
Right on.
And I don't have to do it.
All legal marijuana is here too. I don't know if you knew or not.
Yeah, I've been here.
Okay. What happened? Solid. Solid. Should be good.
Ouch.
Just more storage.
Yep. Okay. So what we don't want is any storage of gasoline, propane. If there's a welding tank, like it's secure, it has to be secure, you know, like a chain or in a car.
Yeah, he has one right here. It's all chained down.
Yep, okay.
Your welding tank's all chained down and everything. It's all safe.
No propane or gasoline, no propane, gasoline stored inside?
There's propane on the forklift. I think that's empty. I'm pretty. Or is that one? This gotta go.
Yeah, you can't store it. Okay. Because there's still be vapor in there. It's
Oh, you don't.
possible the fire can explode.
So is there like a special cabinet that you can get for like to keep that
For
stuff
propane,
inside?
no, really expensive.
For gasoline even? or-
Gasoline, you can store up to 10 gallons in those metal safety containers, you know, the snap lid vented.
Oh,
So you can store
like
up
the
to
military sorts.
you can strike in by any industrial places, Tesco's. And if you want to store gasoline inside, and only up to 10 gallons. So, I don't see any fire extinguishers.
Right here, behind the garbage can. Two. I don't know if they're any good or not. I'm assuming. Actually, there's a little one over here too.
Oh, these are, okay, that's water. This is straight.
This guy here.
And that's a CO.
So what's this one? No good?
No, you have to have 80, this is just a, it's an ordinary combustible, it's not put out, of course, flammable liquid, or you don't put out vinyl liquid.
So it's just water in there, is it?
I believe so. I think it doesn't matter, you still have to have it, it's over. But it can really test it. Pressurized water, straight water, sometimes they're wet chemical, this is an older one, sometimes they're wet chemical. Okay, so I'm gonna need to have a CO detector. So you can get that. My suggestion to you is that you get a digital one, it's up to you. The only reason that is because sometimes if there's some CO in the air, most CO alarms don't go off until 100 parts per million. And so you could have some burning and spitting out 20 parts, you wouldn't know for a long time. So digital one reads 0, it's reading 10, no problem. That's just a suggestion. So you need a CO detector and you're going to need a proper extinguisher. Use the forklift, obviously.
Oh yeah, I mean not very often really. I used to put my tires up there, and I haven't changed my tires in 2 years. So
So what it says is there's also, I'll show it to you here before we leave. For any industrial truck, it's supposed to have an extinguisher.
okay. Would one like this do?
Here's a, I'll show it to you. Put mine in here.
Sure.
The podium.
That's my cult podium.
Let's move this out of the way.
Figure if I'm gonna run a cult, I need a podium, right?
You want me in your shot as well?
Yeah, I think so.
You hold your hand on your gun.
300,000
You want me to
views.
be famous as well?
300,000 views on that one that I got pulled over, whatever. Dual fire
Do
natural
you,
tracks.
do you know, or if you can tell us whatever happened to the guy that got caught with breaking into the
Okay.
store?
Okay.
If he got,
Yeah, I can't say right now.
Oh.
Extinguisher?
Oh, it's
Says
still-
2A30BC, there's no
Oh.
such extinguisher.
I get it.
So therefore, what we asked for is a 3A40. And that's what goes on if it's propane fired.
So you're gonna write all this stuff down?
I'm gonna put it down for
Okay.
you, so that just shows you where it is. And then, as far as fire extinguishers. There's portable extinguishers, basically what it says is, portable extinguishers shall be provided to protect every building, each hazardous occupancy inside the building. So, let's go right to that one. And then let's see what testing, but there's another new section now, under section 2. And this section applies to every building that contains a residential occupancy. You're living here, so I class it, it can be commercial, but you're still here,
Mhm.
living source. Any fuel burning appliance, and that includes wood stove.
Yeah. Did you wanna light wood stove or?
No, that's not mine,
That's not your department? I had the guy that inspects for St. Thomas install it, so it's done to
Yeah, but-
absolute perfection.
He had his certification, it's a certification.
Yeah, he does the inspections, so he's like more than certified. He's like
Oh.
you, but in the
And he
fire.
owns his own
Yeah,
retail and
wood stove
installs
business.
them and
So this came out April 15th, this law in CO.
Oh, you friggin' me over already?
No, just have to be here.
good day to do that.
Oh yeah, big time.
So again, you probably, you could either put that in your living room area, it'd be funny.
Do you think
And when you open it up, take the manufacturer's instructions out, and it will tell you where to install it. Some of them ask, in the old days, they always ask for up high. Well, nobody had a plug up high, right? So if you get a battery operated, you're just gonna get battery operated, but it may say something different in there. It'll tell you what level, because you got higher ceilings in here.
doesn't it sink though?
It's almost the same density as
There.
there. Here's the living room there, okay?
Yeah.
Let's go and see what we got there. Here we go. So when you're gonna get this,
Yes.
when you get this extinguisher, make sure, so I'll come back somewhere around that date, June 26th, somewhere around there. I'll call you
Yeah.
first. Make sure that you get that rating, it's an actual 3A10 BC, where the one I'm gonna ask for in here is only a 2A10 BC.
So only two?
Yeah, one for here, one for your floor.
Oh, okay, right on there for that one. So they can just be small ones, you think, or?
They're 5-pounders, they're not big. They're the same size, but one has a bigger rating.
Did you see this one?
Yeah, that's a,
No good?
well, you'd have to, no,
It's got some dusty fellows on it, that's all.
it doesn't have any A rating at all. It's just for BC fires, the one's for A, one's for BC, but they're old, so you'd have to take them to somewhere, one in Fairfield and somebody, and have
Where are
them
they
checked.
cost? How much they cost?
Extinguishers, I don't know, I'd look around.
$40-50
You've got, yeah, cheaper for the 3A or 2A10 BC, probably around 30, 35. I'd look at my ads, TSS, or not TSSA,
Do we have time to look at
GSC,
it?
June 26th,
Oh, okay.
Canadian Tire,
Right on.
Home Depot, you got,
It's the day cocker right there.
Yeah.
Eh? That's the day cocker.
so I'm suggesting you probably put it right here, that way you could use it for both the house and the shop here.
I'm glad it was you that came through. You were one of our favorite ones. You don't really cock this over too much.
You're not on the cocked over list
Yeah.
yet, eh?
Well, just like lie to us list.
I think last time I was here, you gave me some video, right? Help with your neighbor.
Mm.
They're not bad always.
Okay, Chris, number one.
Right on.
So, install a CO detector, living room. Install a 3A 40 DC rated fire extinguisher on a propane forklift. Install a 2A 10 DC rated fire extinguisher. Install in visible and unobstructed location. Fire detector.
Right on.
Should sign here. I'll give you a copy. Fire chief gets a copy. I get a copy. That's it.
Oh, the fire chief gets a copy.
Yes.
Oh. Mr. Hewitt. He's a good friend of mine.
Fire chief?
Yes.
Mm.
We get along splendid.
Since the sarcasm.
What?
No way.
Stop it. But yes, sir, I will comply to your regulations here
So you've got the
immediately.
smoke alarm up. Are you gonna put that up now?
Yeah, it's up. Done.
Already? Good. Yeah, that's one I had to get up.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. So I'll see you somewhere on that date. May not be right on, but I'll call you ahead of time.
Right on.
Okay.
Well, thanks, guys.
Really get the shot. Oh, do you think I could do a selfie in front of the THC set with the cops?
No,
I apologize.
absolutely not.
I apologize.
So that lady need to talk to us again?
You guys have a good day.
Right on you too. So is that it?
Ask you a couple more questions real
Sure.
quick. Okay, there was one thing I forgot to ask you about, the door. You
Which
know,
door?
the garage door, the big one?
Okay.
That was just a replacement door, right? There was an existing door there before, if memory served me
I mean, it's
correct?
still
Still
there.
there.
Right, but the new one, you know the new one you
Yeah.
put in, right? That's not, you didn't cut a new hole for
No.
that or anything? That's, okay, I thought I was right on
Just
that.
stabbed her in the same hole.
Okay, the other thing I wanted to ask you about was the water meter in here. I've never been back to inspect the water meter after you
you wanna look
installed
at
it.
it?
Could I, and then close that? Then
Yeah.
you've got no open permits.
Right on.
That was the only thing that was outstanding.
Yeah, we did a splendid job.
Yeah, because you remember I was here when you put a bunch of this in, when you did the lot, yeah.
Look at her bathroom. Look what we done with that.
Yeah, I was
Let's
here
go
with the
there.
undergrad, it's just in the closet there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No
I'll sign
bypass
off on
in or
it.
anything.
No, I'll sign off on that when, I go back to the office.
Right on.
Now, here's a copy of the complaint. I don't know if anybody's been called about that.
Smoking in the workplace. Well, we don't smoke cigarettes. We only smoke medical marijuana.
Okay, but I just wanted to make sure you were aware of that on the complaint,
Right on.
in case
Yeah,
you
nobody
see
smokes
somebody
cigarettes
else.
in here because I don't
Okay.
smoke cigarettes and they stink when they kite me out and everybody goes outside
That's okay.
and they got to keep their cigarette butts off the ground because the dogs eat them and get sick. And then, yeah, I don't like smoking either.
Okay, I had seen that there, and I meant to give you a copy of that complaint when I was,
Yeah, the rats were probably talking about all the weed smoke pluming out of the place, eh?
yeah.
But it's all medicinal.
This
so.
is existing, this is just a partition wall, right? Your building goes all the way to the next door.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Thanks.
There's no structural, you
No,
know.
partition wall,
Yeah,
and
stuff
I remember
like
you and
that,
I
yeah.
talked at length about what you were going to do in here
Mhm.
as your project progressed, so. Okay, that's all. Thanks again.
Right on.
Appreciate it. Thanks for being so easy to work with.
Right on. Have a good one.
You too.
So everything's done? Nobody else is coming?
No.
Go right up to the window.
Well, looks like the goofs friggin' tried to fuck me over, but all they did was make me have to get permits and fire extinguishers and stuff. But I mean, that's just shit that I need anyways, right? So, not a big deal. Not too big of a deal. Maybe we'll get a nice thumbnail. Nice thumbnail maybe, I don't know. But, oh, dick, boys. Must be a sale at the beer store. Must be a freaking sale at the beer store, boys. How you doing? How you doing? Really load the fucking thing with beers. Yeah, I thought, fuck, might as well get some shots of the fucking just drunk as fuck belligerent Inwood fire decks. Eh? Beg my pardon, beg my pardon. Fucking gotta get ready for the weekend, eh? It's only fucking 4 days away. So fucking Gotta get your liquor on. Beg my pardon, beg my pardon. It's funny for people who drink and drive like just fucking belligerent goofs and fire fucking beer bottles over my fence and litter and this and that. They sure fucking want to cause fucking problems for other people, eh? It seems a little fucking odd to me, but I guess I got a good movie out of it anyways. But well, it's sant if I can gaunt the shant of the no harness dick, eh? Am I gaunting the shant of the no harness dick? I wonder if they're gonna complain on their own fucking builders in accordance. Yeah, I got a lot of footage of that, for fuck's sakes, but anyways, so looks like all the extra footage I take will come in handy after all, but anyways, boys, friggin' thanks for watching, beg my pardon, and then we cheech, but there you go, another Dicker Pugwan production. So until tomorrow.
Don't let the watchers get you.